Everybody, welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft Season 6, Episode 78 with me, Sid, and will you join me here where we have just fought off another invasion. I did actually manage to break my bow, so that needs a fix, and it's a wooden bow, so I presume I'm just going to need some sticks on that one, but let's just go and with spiders and zombies was our welcoming committee for this evening's festivities, and relatively uneventful. So I think that one that's on the map is below. So yeah, not a huge thing. But anyway, last episode I tried to make... Well, I didn't try to make, I successfully made a silk touch pick. Oh, hello. What are you? Novice spell. Okay, give it a try. And yeah, I made a pick. Silk touch. But guess what? Guess what? It can't pick up grass. Unlike vanilla, where it would actually be capable of picking up grass, albeit, you know, inefficiently. Grass. Did I say glass or grass then? I don't know. Unlike vanilla, it cannot pick up grass blocks, which is sad face time, because I want to pick up grass blocks. I want to get grass on the top of my tower, and the last time I looked, and obviously I do need to continue working on those little side towers as well, which will be part of this episode as well. Let me just do a coins stack. Boop and boop. Yeah. So I really need to redo that work, and just get rid of you. Get rid of that. I'll keep hold of that. That will remind me to use it. And for now, I will stick you in there. Lovely. Oh, and I'm all right. I don't desperately need to eat anything right now, so that's all good too. So I am going to need 4 more gold, because I need to make another one of these, which requires me to make another 4 of those, and we're going to need an emerald. Emerald I think I'm okay on. Gold I have 1 ingot's worth there, and I don't think I've got another 3 ingots worth in storage. No, I do not, so we are going to have to go over there. Let's just check the tower top to see if there's any trace, because I did understand that grass grows in TerraFirmaCraft without having to do that, you know, faffing around getting the entire thing up to the top malarkey, and I don't know whether that is true. So we need to go to back to the gold mine, where I now have a silk touch pick. This could be awkward. I may need to therefore yeah, now what can I do? I can't do anything with that. I really didn't want silk touch then, did I? Damn it. Well, let me grab a whole bunch of this, and I can work out how to process it when I get back. But right now the important thing is I need gold. So we might as well grab all the gold I can. And I'll worry about shoring up this mine later. Because, you know, let's just hop in here, shall we? Let's just do that. And then we can have a little cheeky. Yeah, that's going to be awkward though. Again, I don't want to risk a cave-in when there's any chance that a ore block that is exposed and underneath can... Shouldn't get a cave-in though. Let's grab that one because we can, and that one actually, and that one. I could go and grab all of those under there then, and we probably will do at some point in the not too distant future. Oh, come on. Right, let's try that again, shall we? So, yeah, if I grab my hammer, so that one's good. I don't silk touch, I'm fairly certain, or certainly always never used to, protect against cave-ins. So it didn't give you any benefit that, you know, you might otherwise expect. Anyway, it's simple enough because we can do that, and at least we haven't got that old stupid rule about not being able to chisel so many blocks down. Let me just do that. That's probably the easier way of handling that. How many? We're up to 24 already. 15 each, so well, yeah, I still need more. I need more. Anyway, let me continue mining. I'll be back in a bit. Alright, we have some. Oh, that's not where I wanted to be. Some gold, and I've got 3 and a bit stacks, and I think I can probably get away with well, I can probably get away with that, to be honest. It's not going to be the fastest thing in the world. The other way of doing it would be the hammer, so we'll try both just to see which is the more effective. Oops, hello. So we'll just do this like this, I suppose. We'll pillar it up. Oops, damn you. Look at this, lovely. Oh, this lovely gold. Just a shame it's poor quality. And we'll keep on up, and then we'll try the hammer, see whether that works. Now the hammer's been a little bit glitchy, as we've seen when we've been mining the rocks for the tower there, but never let it be said that I'm prepared to give up on the first failure. Right, yeah, there we go. Right, so if I get the hammer, because this should be the faster of the two. Then let's just take it down. And if this doesn't get us enough gold to make what we need, then I don't know what will. Then we'll make a cobalt shovel. I mean, that seems like a reasonable use. I mean, that is the most effective material for this, so yeah, we got a good bit of gold out of that. Let's go and smelt it. And on the way past we'll pick up a dink. I think I shall have water, seeing as that's all there is. I mean, actually there are the rustic alcohols and things, so there are other things we can make. They're not necessarily the best, but right, while we're doing that, let's go in here, take you out, and it's a javelin. If I want a shovel, if I want a cobalt shovel head, we can cast that into that or that, but we can't do it yet. We're not going to get it that way, are we? So I do need to make... First things first, I need to make a shovel stencil. And then I'm going to need... I think I've got some stone in here, actually. A stone cast, a stone head, I should say. We'll need a block. Let's leave that. We'll need a block of clay. I think that's just 4 pieces of, well, to take a block, that should be fine. And that will allow us to make the clay cast. I don't think I'll need to make more than one of these, so let's pop you in. While we're at it, we'll stick another batch of gold. Need to repair that still, don't I, as well? Get one of them in there while I'm at it. So 1 block of clay, cast that. That should have destroyed that, it did. And there's 2 ingots left. Let me then cast myself a shovel. And then we're back into gold. The shovel head we will combine with tool rod. And that should allow me... oh, I need the binding as well. Okay. Well, there's no real benefit to... And don't ask me what the difference, why I'm moving those around makes a difference. I really don't know. There we go. Shovel durability of 820. It's self-repairing and it is clumsy, but it at least has got a decent speed. So that can go away for now. This can continue. I think I will continue casting this out and get ourselves certainly enough gold to make... What have I got now in there? 7 ingots. I only need 4, but I might as well cast up the whole lot. Or at least smelt the whole lot. Bang. And 1 more. I'll smelt this lot. I'll be back in a second. Alright, so we got lots of gold now. I've not finished casting it, I got bored. And we have got wool. We've got more wool and more wool available, and string, and that means we should have enough to make 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Well, almost 4. 4. Lovely. Now the problem we had, and the problem I was worried about, is whether we had an emerald, but we have got floored emeralds. I've got a chipped emerald, and if we have a look, and I'm going to need a hammer and chisel for this, if we have a look at the uses for this, I can turn that into an emerald, or I can look at the uses for that and I can turn those into emeralds as well. So for example, we can go and just do that, and similarly that. So absolutely not a problem. I was really panicking that we'd used our one and only emerald, and turned out we had not. So that's good. Let's go and try make this shovel a nice silky touch shovel. There we go. It's silky. Now I probably won't use this all the time because I think the mana steel shovel is more than adequate for most of our usage. In fact, let's just go and sleep the night away first, shall we? Have a couple of those for midnight snacks. And you know what I didn't do with those? I didn't actually freeze them. Let me just, I knew I'd missed something. You know when you, in your mind, back of your mind, you're kind of going, what didn't I do? There's something I missed here. A step, if you will. There we go. That's just doubled the lifespan of my pack up. And it froze really quickly as well, which is good. So let's go and have a snooze. That's our first job. Snooze. And let's go out. I don't want to take dirt from, obviously, you know, in the middle of everything, because this look ugly. I can definitely try. Let's go. Worked. Excellent. So let's just come over this way, out of the way a little bit, and grab myself a few grass blocks, and then we'll take those up and see if we can't encourage a little bit of grass on the top of that tower, because, you know, that's going to be valuable, I think. Oh, okay. I never even noticed those. Do I need... I'll keep them. I'm always saying you shouldn't throw things away, so when my inclination goes, do I need that? Shall I throw it away? I should definitely not throw it away. Right, let's just swap you back over for that shovel at the moment, so I don't need the silk touch for the rest of this. So we can get the grass growing, and then I can start to work on the towers themselves. Oh, hello. I've got a little bit more of that growing. That's going to take an age. That one possibly not. But let's just get some grass spreading, shall we? Because that's always a good start. And hopefully this will spread the same as normal Minecraft grass. I have to say, I don't think I've ever tried something like this before in TFC. So even in the old, even in 1.7 pack. So, but I would say that I didn't plant that. Yes, it's spreading. Good. Yes. Sorry, getting excited. Right, so armed with that, the next thing we need is more of this. Yes. Let's head back to the castle, see what I've got for starters, if any. I don't think I'm going to have a huge amount. So that means we're off to the dungeon excavation to continue with the hammer. Now I could do with getting some mending moss on this as well, because quite frankly this hammer is going to break otherwise. And then I'm going to have to spend cobalt repairing it, although it definitely seems to be behaving itself right now, so that's all good. I think we must be getting close to the dungeon layer as well, in which case it's probably just as well I've nearly finished with the building phase, because I am going to well, I'm going to rapidly run out of this material, I suspect. Oh, I don't want to meet one of them. Definitely not. Anyway, yeah. Let me grab myself some more material and I'll be back in a bit. Okay, I think I have everything, including a pattern. I've got some floor material, I've got some ladders, because the towers are certainly not going to be big enough to sustain stairs. And I don't think, I mean, they're not going to be massive, but I also need to think about roofing material, and I think I might use great wood for the roof because it's relatively accessible. I've got a charcoal kiln full of it, so that's all very good. And yeah, we'll teleport up there and we'll have a look at how my grass is doing. And B, wow, it's done well. My olive tree's grown, just the hickory we're waiting on, and that is going to take a while, I'm afraid. And that's a car going past. Thank you very much, Mr. Car. Right, you are the bottom. I'm just going to pin that there for now, so that's ready to use as a template for our blueprint. And there's two cats in with me right now, so if I get distracted it's because they've in some way becoming a bit of a pain in the bum, because that's what they do. It is their raison d'etre, I think, too. I am a pain, therefore I am. But they're very cute pains, you know. They're just pains. So yeah, so we'll get that layer on there. Now what I want to do is take out these blocks for starters, and I probably, where's my saw gone? There you go. I probably want, I mean, the simplest thing to do here would be to slab them, because that will give me more bang for my buck, won't it? So that is what we will do. And I shall probably put the ladders at the back there, just because I can. I like logic like that. It's simple, you know where you stand with it's this because it is because I can. And yeah, we'll see. Oh my God, I had to buy a new printer the other day because my paper jammed in my old one, and it's not something, generally speaking, a lot of people have in their home. I mean, I think it's probably more common than we think, but you know, there's a lot of ways to avoid having a printer. So I just wanted a cheap inkjet. It's made purely and simply so I can print delivery labels for my eBay sales, because I have still got quite a considerable amount of what's the word I'm looking for? Antiquities from my mother-in-law's estate to get rid of, and so I sell them on eBay. You know, steady, slowly, and because I absolutely abhor handwriting out labels and going into the post office to physically, you know, buy bloody labels, not by postage. I quite naturally have the exactly the right shape labels, and they just work. That's the long and the short of it, the gist, if you like. They just work. So anyway, I bought a new printer, and the old printer's currently in the new printer box by the door, waiting for me to take it down to the tip, because, you know, I'm a good environmentally friendly person, and I don't see the point in throwing this away when we can avoid it. I will give that a little bit of a helping hand, I think. Oh, I can't, it's got to be on the ground. There you go, that will help it. Help the spread with a bit of light, that's what we need. And then I need to get some grasses and stuff growing up here as well. But yeah, so currently the cats are trying to play in it, because cats and boxes, you know, it's just what they do, isn't it? Anyway, this is the bigger tower. That is the smaller tower. So I think this one will, and again, I'll just get the floors in for these two first, and then I'll worry about how big they're going to be and how much I'm actually going to do in them, because, as I've said, I'm probably drawing towards the end of this series, and I've taken on board people's thoughts about Greg Tech. Oh God, I can't remember which one it was now. Anyway, it has been suggested that I could play Greg Tech, which I find hilarious. But because, I mean, I've never been a fan of Greg Tech. I don't like the grind, but then, you know, I've built a channel largely off playing TerraFirmaCraft, which, that's quite frankly, is based on grind. So, you know, I mean, it doesn't make sense to not play something that's grindy because of that, you know, at the end of the day. I can play grind as well as the next person. I just sometimes find it a little bit tedious. I think one of the things I'm not a big fan of in many of these packs is the space bit. You know, the TerraFirmaCraft, or I don't even know which one the Greg Tech uses, but you know, because when I played, I can't even remember which pack it was I did now, where we played with the TerraFirmaCraft, and there was that content that was gated behind Venus. But Venus was so hot and acidic, you had your spacesuit rotted very rapidly, and the only place you could get the protection from the Venus atmosphere was the Spider Queen of Venus. And I thought, well, you know, that doesn't make bloody sense. Certainly not when your suit was rotting in, you know, you had to find it wasn't just a case of go and kill this Spider Queen that was everywhere and really easy to find. No. the Spider Queen was in a dungeon, which you had to find first, and then you had to get through the dungeon. So the thoughts of trying to do something like that on this artificial time limit was just annoying. So that kind of turned me off of the Galactic Craft grind. Oh, damn, I should have wanted to put that on first. Let's just have a look how we're feeling now. And obviously we'll get a little bit of decoration and stuff on these. They're not just going to be things. I think this one will have one more floor and then we'll put a roof on it. We've got another cat in the paper now. Whoa, 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 whoa. There. Feel much safer when I can't scutch off the edge. I mean, to be honest, this fall would kill me in vanilla Minecraft, but this will definitely kill me in things. So I went with a gap of 4. Sorry, I've got. So I'll put another floor of 4 on, and then we'll see about a roof, which I am definitely going to need more material for, I think. Yes. Most definitely. That should spread onto there. There should be enough light. Let's just run down to the castle. Can't see from that angle because I'm on the other tower, so yeah, now it's not quite so bad. Another floor and then a roof on that will help, and then I think the bigger tower will be 3, maybe 4 floors and then a roof. That should work. So yeah, let me get on with that. I'll be back in a bit. Well, that's interesting. Just had, I'm sure it's not been 10 days since I started this, but apparently we've got an invasion starting tonight, so who am I to judge? I'm just whacking in. I'll show you the finished article proper, but I'm just whacking in these arrow slits. You might argue, why would you have such defensive arrow slits in a structure that is so high up? But let's be honest, there's a simple answer. It's a vex. We've seen, mind you, having said that, they don't do you a great deal of good because the bugger's just gone through the walls anyway. So one of my pet peeves with that mob, it seemed cheap that the thing can just scotch through the walls. But there you go. Because any mob that can just ignore anything you do to prevent it attacking you, well, how do you defend? There isn't a defense. The only defense is to fight, and as we all know how hard those little buggers hit. So that's that side done. I do need to put a door on, which is probably going to be ironwood. I need to put some arrow slits on this side, but the roofs are very simple. Let's head down to the castle because we've got an invasion starting anyway, and just see. You probably can't even see the arrow slits from down here, to be honest, but you will be able to see them at night because they all of the floors are lit. Yeah, you really can't see them from this angle at all. But I quite like it. As I say, one of the problems is the monotony of the stone, and just to build structures like this in TerraFirmaCraft the hard way by making all the bricks by hand and the cement and stuff, yeah, it's not my idea of a good time. So sometimes corners are cut. Right. Yeah, let me go and get on with the other tower, which has only got 3 floors, so that means I need 1, 2 and 3, and 1, 2 and 3. Again, I don't know whether this really helps, but I'm basically orienting the blocks so when I chisel them, they and break them, they're orientated in the same way that they will be when I put them into place. So I've had issues with chisels and bits doing weird stuff before now, such as this. So cool. Oh yeah, helps if you actually point at the block itself. So yeah, this is relatively straightforward. I'll be back in a mo. Well, sun setting. We'll find out what the invasion is. Don't know why I've got one so quickly, unless... Oh, off we go. Oh, yeah. Villagers are coming, also soldiers. Let's get ready to hide. There's no way I'm trying to take on these Vexers. But I need them to spawn first. I mean, I can give it a try, but we know we're going to get our asses handed to us, because they're just going to, well, they're just going to hand our asses to us. It's as simple as. Right, there we go. Now, I just need to be ready to spawn away. Oh, that is looking nice. Yep, there we go. I mean, they're not doing as much damage as before, but they're taking a paddling. And that's before. Ow. Oh, maybe we can do this. Let's. Ow. I mean, I'm wearing red steel armor. Oh god, these are so annoying though. Oh, hello. Oh, did I just get chomped? I did. Snow farm. Where is it? God, I can't find it now. Panicking. Bye. Yeah, ain't nobody playing that one. That's. I couldn't even see the. Is it the evoker? I think, isn't it? The Mr. Chompy Jaws and Vex summoning thing. So, yeah. I think we'll wait here for the night, and well, I'll see you in the morning. Alright, the invasion ended. Let's go to... I'm not going to go straight to the home. I'm going to go to my tower top. Because... well, there might be Vexers down there. They bloody hurt. Tower top is looking splendiferous, by the way. I'm really happy with this. Doors are what we actually need, though. Let's go to the library, because I'm not seeing anything down there. Looks like we are probably... okay, right. Yeah, I don't like the illager round on the invasions. They are not fun. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I planted some ironwoods because there's a couple of things I want, and I want to find my bismuth bronze shears for starters, because I want the leaves off of this thing. I put moved the beehive from there over here to give them a few extra, these trees a few extra growth ticks because, well, they need it. And oh, hello. Let's grab myself a few leaves off of this ironwood tree. Actually, we'll grab myself quite a few leaves. Now, this is going to be a bit more dangerous in TerraFirmaCraft doing this particular bit of the build because in TerraFirmaCraft leaves aren't solid. So we definitely need to do this carefully. Otherwise we will be facing some death and destruction. But that's fine. We'll take our chances. I mean, you know, the worst that happens is I have to go and make another coffin in the graveyard. So we can live with that, I think. And I actually wanted the ironwood as well. So, you know, win-win. Wasn't bothered about the iron berries. Not really bothered about the hoofers, but that should be enough. And I've got a few as well stored. So we need the doors. Let's... Oh, hang on. I'm going to need a saw. Well, if I've already got the saw out, that's fine. That saw's almost dead, but it doesn't matter. We've got quite a few materials to play with these days. And let me do... Ironwood, I think, requires me to make this the hard way. It does. That's fine. Right, I probably, in fact the ironwood itself will do as a scaffold block, I think. Yeah, because it doesn't matter, I don't really need it for anything. Jump in there, ironwood leaves, get those. I'm going to take a couple, or I'll take the lot actually. They may grow, don't know. They may grow, don't know. That might grow, don't know. That might grow, don't know. You know, there's a theme here. I may be able to plant it or not, I have no idea. But let's have a quick fire up to the tower top. We're going to place in a door here. Lovely. And actually I should have brought some of that great wood with me. I might go back and grab that in a moment. I don't know, a little idea. Place that and you're done with. Right, let's have a look. We place chamomile there and there. Let's get, will you plant? You will. That's interesting. So I can take rotten plants and scatter them around up here to give this a little bit of things, and they will grow back and I will have fresh ones. Seems a bit of an exploit, but there you go. I'm not going to complain. There you go, you can go there. And a little bit of wind thistle as well while we're at it. One there, and one there, and maybe one there. That should give us a little bit of character up here. Right, so what I want to do then is I want to carefully remove some of this edge here, and right, this is going to be the fun bit. What I need to do is use the quark functionality. Scares the crap out of me, but there you go. To basically drop myself off the edge. Oh, I'm scared. Oh, God, that's horrible. do I... That is not pleasant. Right, that. Should be probably as much as I want to muck around with that. I think I've got a little bit of that wall left, so I'll throw there. Because the other thing is, remember, I can walk through this, so that is effectively making this a little bit unsafe. But it's let's have a look. Yeah, that has a touch, so I'm going to stick a little bit on that side, one on the other side. And I think there's just lighting then, which I've got a couple of those. I am going to make 2 more crafts of those, which should be more than adequate to make the lighting work up there. And well, I'll be back in a moment. Alright, I think that's about as much as I want to do up here anymore, and I think we're just getting finicky. Still waiting for the maple hickory to grow. That's going to take forever. Probably never actually finish before the series, but I've got 3 of those, and that's as many as I want to do. Let's head down to the castle and try and get a nice nighttime shot of the finished article, certainly insofar as the build is done. Yeah, I think that's worked out really well. You know, it could be, if this was vanilla, I would have varied the blocks, I would have textured, I would have, you know, randomized blocks, I would have done so much more. But if this was vanilla, the blocks would be so much more easy to achieve. Working height would be so much safer. You know, being able to scaffold on dirt, which you can't even scaffold on dirt in TerraFirmaCraft. So I am happy with that. So, not entirely sure how many more episodes I'm going to do. Obviously, I am definitely thinking about doing Greg Tech. Is it Greg Tech Neuro? I can't remember what the but I've downloaded it. I've played a few hours of it just to get a feel. It is very different from what I'm used to. It is going to be a challenge. But realistically, that's a good thing. So, yeah, I think on that note, I'm going to call this one an episode. There you go, it's an episode. And until, I had 2, typical. Until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. And I will see you soon. And bye for now.